Have you ever felt like you were meant for something bigger, like the universe was preparing you for a battle nobody else could see? So while everyone else around you was busy chasing shallow things, temporary pleasures, meaningless relationships, all that lust and temptation that seems to consume most people, you were different. You chose a different path. You were laser focused on your goals, on building yourself up, on securing your future, or maybe you went deep into spirituality, really diving into understanding yourself in the universe. And for some of you, it was actually both. You were grinding hard in the material world while also doing the spiritual work. And wow, over the years, you have literally transformed into something else entirely. You've become like a machine, almost unstoppable. Some might even say you've become a monster in the best way possible, someone who cannot be defeated, someone who refuses to give up. Hey, beautiful soul. My name is Daisy. Welcome back to Mystical Tarot Talks. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. If you're already subscribed, welcome back. Only take what resonates with you. Let's get ahead and start today's reading. And here's the thing, throughout your entire life, deep down in your soul, you always sensed it. You always knew that God, the universe, whatever higher power you believe in, was putting you through something unique. You were being prepared for something different, something most people will never understand. You could see the signs everywhere. You knew you were chosen for spiritual warfare. This wasn't just regular life struggles. This was bigger. Okay, so many of you have actually been through some really intense spiritual warfare, a lot of dark experiences in your life, and, take that as it resonates. I feel like most of you watching this have experienced things that would break other people, but you're still here, still standing, still fighting. Here's what I want you to understand. When you walk into a room now, people can literally sense that you've been through hell and back. They might not know your story, they might not know the details, but they can feel it. There's this energy that radiates from you that tells everyone you had a dark past. They can sense that you had to travel a really long journey, that you had to fight and claw your way up to become the person you are today, and that makes you incredibly powerful in their eyes. Let me just say this clearly. When you enter any space now, people notice something very unique about you. There's this aura, this presence that you carry that most people don't have. And okay, here's something most of you don't even realize. You have spiritual entities around you. These could be angels, they could be deities, they could even be other types of spiritual beings. If you're Christian, for example, just understand that you are highly anointed. The Holy Spirit works through you in ways that are undeniable. If you practice other spiritual paths, maybe you work with deities or you've studied the darker arts, just know that these entities are with you. They give you wisdom, they give you knowledge, they guide you in ways that seem almost supernatural to other people. For some of you, it might even be a combination of both light and dark energies, especially if you've dabbled in magic or learned how to work with different spiritual forces. The point is, you are highly, highly anointed. You are spiritually powerful in ways most people will never be. And because of this, you've started attracting a lot of attention recently. People are drawn to you. They're curious about you. They want to know who you are, what your secret is, how you got so powerful. And there's one specific person I'm going to talk about soon who is absolutely fascinated by you. But in general, people right now are extremely curious about you. They can see and sense that you're incredibly powerful. They know you're not someone to be messed with, especially on a spiritual level. I feel like there was this moment, this switch inside of you where you just said, forget it, I'm done with everyone else. I'm focusing on myself now. And wow, you really did it. You created this whole new version of yourself. It didn't happen overnight. This took years of dedication, years of working on yourself when nobody was watching, years of choosing yourself when everyone else was choosing temporary pleasures. And then when you finally came back, when you emerged from your hermit mode, people didn't even recognize you anymore. For some of you, this is happening right now. You're already in this phase. For others, this is about to happen very soon in the near future. Okay, so get ready. You're in your villain era right now, and I mean that in the best possible way. This whole reading is giving me revenge of the nerd energy, revenge of the outcast, revenge of the black sheep. You were the one people overlooked. You were the one people laughed at, the one they didn't take seriously. But the tables have completely turned. The roles have switched. People used to look up to the popular kids, the ones who seem to have it all together, the ones who fit in perfectly. But now everyone's eyes are on you. People are admiring the underdog. And you, my friend, you are absolutely the underdog who rose to the top. Another thing you probably don't realize is just how powerful you are when it comes to manifesting. Your thoughts literally create your reality. I don't know if you've noticed this throughout your life, but you could think about certain things and then they would just happen. Even if what you were thinking about was negative or positive, it didn't matter. You would focus on something and then suddenly a day later or even just a few hours later, it would manifest in your physical reality. You didn't realize it, but you are a natural witch or warlock. Okay, so when you have this type of ability, the magic is already flowing through your veins. You don't need to practice witchcraft. You don't need special tools or instruments to create magic. It's already inside of you, it's part of who you are. I don't know if you've been doing this recently, but when you listen to music and you're thinking about certain things, just understand that you're literally bringing those thoughts to life. That's how easy it is for you to manifest. You don't realize how powerful you truly are. Your thoughts are like commands to the universe. So I highly suggest that you be very careful about what kind of music you listen to, what kind of content you consume, what kind of thoughts you allow to loop in your mind. Don't listen to songs that put you in a lower vibration, songs about heartbreak or violence or depression, because you're so powerful that those energies will start to manifest in your life. Whatever vibe you're putting out, whatever you're thinking about, it's going to come to fruition. You're going to create more of whatever you focus on, whether that's negativity or positivity. Okay, here's another thing you may not realize. A lot of people who spoke badly about you, people who bullied you, people who abused you, narcissistic people who were in your life and made your life miserable, these people want your forgiveness now. Can you believe that? The same people who laughed at you in the past aren't laughing anymore. They see what you've become. They see how far you've come. And now they're either running away when they see you because they don't want to face you, they don't want to confront what they did to you, or they're actually coming toward you wanting forgiveness. They see you at such a high position now. They see you operating at such a higher level in your life. You've evolved so much that you're almost unrecognizable, whether that's physically, spiritually, or both. And in the near future, some of these people are going to approach you asking for forgiveness. Just be prepared for that. Now let's talk about this crush situation. This could be you or them, so take what resonates. Somebody here has blue or green eyes. I feel like this is talking about the person who's interested in you. People are very intrigued by you right now. This crush of yours or this person who has a crush on you, they could be someone who's quite wealthy. They could be an investor, someone who's made smart financial decisions. This is definitely somebody who's respected in their community. They're well known for something, whether that's their business, their career, their accomplishments. And wow, they're going to ask you out. They're literally going to approach you and ask if they can take you out. I feel like you've reached a point where you stopped giving chances to people who gave you even the slightest feeling that they weren't right for you. You became so cutthroat, so non-tolerant of nonsense. Your standards shot up so high that most people can't even reach you at this point. And because you raised the bar so high, because you refuse to settle, you've attracted this individual into your life. Whoever this person is, they are definitely a soulmate connection. They have so much to bring to the table, both emotionally and financially. They're not coming to you empty-handed. They're not coming to waste your time. They're coming with real substance, real value. When you walk into a room, it's giving Maleficent energy. You know that movie? In the beginning, she's this powerful dark queen that everyone is scared of. People see her as evil, as someone to fear. But then as the movie goes on, you start to see her softer side. You realize she came from a dark past. She was betrayed. She was hurt. She was thrown under the bus just for being different, just for being a fairy. And people started to see that underneath that dark exterior, she was actually capable of love. She had a heart. She had depth. That's exactly the energy you give off. When you walk into a room, your presence is powerful. It's dark and mysterious. People can sense there's something dangerous about you, something not to be messed with. But at the same time, they can also sense that there's something sweet about you. Your heart chakra is still slightly open. You haven't completely closed yourself off. But in general, you carry this very dark energy. You're cutthroat. You don't tolerate nonsense. You don't see the good in most people because let's be honest, you know that most people aren't genuinely good. Most people have hidden agendas. Most people are fake, and you can see right through their actions. You've developed this ability to see through people's nonsense, especially their lies and manipulations. So when you look at most people, you're thinking to yourself, most people aren't worth my time. You know that the majority of people are fake as hell, and you don't care to give them even a second of your attention. And you know what? You're absolutely right to feel that way. People can see you operating in this Queen of Swords energy, this King of Swords energy. You're sharp, you're intelligent, you're discerning, and you don't play games. A lot of people underestimated you. They underestimated your ability to achieve great things in your life. People laughed at you too quickly. They dismissed you. They thought you would never amount to anything. This is definitely giving underdog energy. I can't stress this enough. In so many of my readings lately, you've been coming out as the phoenix rising from the ashes. You were burned down, destroyed, left for dead, but you rose again more powerful than ever before. Okay, so this crush, I think this might actually be talking about you. The way this reading is unfolding, I feel like you never thought about settling down. You never thought about being in a serious relationship until this person comes along. Whoever this person is, they have a way of charming you that's different from everyone else. They have something that most people you've met simply do not have. They're going to pull on your heartstrings. They're going to be the one to make you fall in love. I feel like over the years, you stopped believing in love. You realize that most people aren't genuine. Most people don't know how to truly love. But when this person comes into your life, you're going to see hope again. You're going to see that real love is possible because of the way this person treats you, because of how genuine they are. The moment you walk into a room, everyone is drawn to you. This connects to what I mentioned earlier. Your dark presence intrigues so many people. They're taken aback by the energy you give off. People feel like nobody compares to you at this point. You're operating on a completely different level. People find you extremely charming, even though you're not trying to be. This crush could be a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or that could be you. Take what resonates. This is either happening right now or it's going to happen very soon. At this point, people are looking into you. They want to know more about you because they've seen you rise to the top. Or if you're still in hermit mode working on yourself, this is going to happen once you execute your big reveal, once you show the world this new version of yourself and demonstrate what you're truly capable of. I definitely feel like you've done the deep shadow work, the real inner healing that most people are too afraid to do. And the universe has acknowledged that. The universe sees the work you've put in. The universe recognizes your transformation. People gravitate toward you now. You give people energy just by being in their presence. Okay, so this is another thing you probably don't realize. You're so powerful that all it takes is you simply being in a room for people to look at you and suddenly feel more motivated. You give people ambition without saying a single word to them. Think about how powerful that is. You have this way of making people look up to you. You have this natural role model quality. That's how inspiring you are. And this didn't come easy. This didn't happen by accident. This came from you putting in blood, sweat, and tears. This came from you doing the hard work on yourself when nobody else was watching. When you walk into a room now, people can tell that you've been through some serious experiences to become the person you are, and they look up to you because of that. They want to have the same strength you have. They want to have the same bravery, the same ambition. They want to achieve things in their own lives the way you've achieved things in yours. A lot of people didn't expect you to be as cutthroat as you are. Some of you can be extremely direct and blunt, and it catches people off guard. You're like a rocket that can go off at any moment. You don't hold back when you need to speak your truth. That's how people perceive you. And honestly, that's part of what makes you so magnetic. In terms of this crush, this person is definitely catching feelings for you. They've been watching you for quite some time. They've been observing you, whether that's in person or through social media. They observe you and they admire you for being such an ambitious person. Throughout this whole reading, I'm getting that you haven't been interested in relationships for quite some time. You haven't been focused on dating or finding a partner. And when someone sees that quality in another person, it makes them want you even more. You become more desirable because you're not chasing anyone. Think about it. 98% of people out there are desperate for relationships. 98% of people are easily fooled by shallow offers from others. They don't realize that most romantic offers these days are not genuine. There are always hidden motives, hidden agendas. It's a complete mess out there. But you understand this. You looked at the dating scene, you looked at relationships in this generation, and you were like, this is a dumpster fire. I'm not wasting my time with this. I'm going into hermit mode to focus on myself. And that's exactly what you did. You chose yourself. You chose growth. You chose elevation. And a lot of people look up to you for making that choice. They want to follow your example, but at the same time, they're attracted to you because they see how mentally disciplined you are. They see that you have the strength to focus on yourself instead of seeking validation from others. Most people these days are so dependent on having a partner, having someone to complete them. But you're out here showing everyone what it looks like to be a complete person all by yourself. You embody that Sigma energy, that independent energy. You are a force to be reckoned with. I don't think you realize just how powerful that is. When people see someone who isn't desperately seeking a relationship, someone who is perfectly content building their own empire, they find that incredibly attractive. People literally mention you when they talk about what's truly attractive in a person. Your independence, your self-focus, your refusal to settle. These are the qualities that make you stand out. This crush is really inspired by you. They have a lot of attraction toward you. And yes, they definitely have some spicy thoughts about you. You inspire many people, not just this one person. Your desires are going to manifest soon. So if you've been focusing on your career, just understand that you're about to see a major financial elevation. This could happen in your current career, or you might receive new job offers that are significantly better than what you have now. Okay, so I feel like this is mainly about your career and financial success, but it's also bringing love into your life at the same time. We're looking at a secret admirer here. Your confidence and your tenacity inspire so many people. You're very independent, and people absolutely love this about you. When you walk into spaces, you turn heads. People look at you and think, who is this person? They have to know who you are. There's this curiosity, this fascination that follows you everywhere you go. I'm seeing forehead kisses in the energy. This person feels very proud that they might be able to claim you as theirs. You're like a trophy to them, but not in a shallow way. They genuinely admire you. They see you as someone incredibly special, someone they would be honored to be with. This is someone who might have green or blue eyes. This is someone who has social status, someone who's respected in their circles. They're the type to show you through actions rather than just words. They're going to prove their worth to you. The universe is preparing you for a sincere lover. This is exactly how they feel about you. There's this growing anticipation building up inside them. They know that when the time comes, when you two finally come together, it's going to be intense. They're going to show you passion like you've never experienced before. Okay, so get ready for communication from them. This is how they feel about you, and it's probably what they'll express to you during intimate moments. You are very attractive inside and out. Your external beauty is obvious, but your internal beauty, your strength, your resilience, that's what really captivates people. Love is going to find you when you least expect it. That's exactly what's happening here. I feel like deep down you knew this. You knew that the universe would send the right person at divine timing. That's another aspect of your spiritual wisdom. You trust the process. You trust that everything happens when it's supposed to happen. Your spirit guides are trying to get your attention right now. Someone definitely wants you. This is a tall person, and I'm getting that confirmation multiple times. New love is coming into your life soon. People love the fact that you stayed true to yourself. That's what made you the queen or king that you are today. They want to take things to the next level with you. They're serious about building something real. Now let's talk about the karma that's coming for people who went against you. People who talked badly about you, people who bullied you throughout your life, they're about to receive what they deserve. I feel like so many of you watching this have been the outcast your whole life. You've been the one who didn't fit in, the one people made fun of, the one people excluded. But just understand something. Because you're so spiritually connected, because you're so divinely protected, those people who hurt you are going to get their karma. The universe doesn't forget. The spiritual realm doesn't forget. This karma is coming back 30-fold. I feel like this is what you might say to this crush or whoever this person is. You might tell them how much you love them, and they're going to say it right back. This is a mutual love, a balanced love. There's a huge love offer coming your way. People quickly regret judging you once they actually talk to you. When you speak, when people hear your wisdom, when they understand your depth, they realize they were completely wrong about you. At this point, when you speak to people, they're highly intimidated by you. It wasn't enough that you walk into a room and command attention with your presence. On top of that, when you start speaking, when you share your thoughts and your perspective, it becomes even more intimidating to others. Or maybe this is about people who judged you from the beginning, people who assumed you were shallow or cruel just based on your appearance or your energy. But that's not the case at all. There's a whole story behind who you are. Look, it's not that you're shallow. You are a bit cold-hearted, but you have very good reasons for that. You were shaped into this person over the years. Your experiences formed you. Your pain molded you. You didn't just wake up one day and decide to be guarded. You learned to protect yourself because you had to. This crush is watching and waiting for the right moment to approach you. You never expected to fall this hard for someone. They're sexually daydreaming about you. Someone around you is completely obsessed with you. And the beautiful part is the feeling is going to be mutual. You're going to like this person just as much as they like you. Something about your scent, your natural smell, your pheromones, it attracts this person like crazy. They find everything about you intoxicating. This person is trustworthy. I don't need to explain that card. You know what that means, especially when it comes to intimacy and vulnerability. There are soul ties forming here. This person might be a tycoon, someone very successful financially. Blue eyes confirmation, again, very strong. They might even buy you certain types of clothing because they have particular preferences. This relationship will most likely result in children. They want to have a family with you. They see you as someone they want to build a legacy with. This is an alpha type of person, but they look up to you. They see you as their equal, maybe even as someone above them in certain ways. They love your family-oriented nature. They love the little things about you that you don't even notice about yourself. They pay attention to details. They see parts of you that you might overlook. Your hardships are leading you directly to your blessings. No one makes this person feel the way you make them feel. When they look at you, they know there's something truly special about you. They recognize these unique traits and qualities that you possess. This is going to happen sooner than you think. On a spiritual level, they've already acknowledged how powerful you are. They can feel your energy even before getting close to you. Biologically, your bloodline, I feel like someone watching this has a very special lineage. Take that as it resonates. Your ancestors are strong. Your bloodline carries power. Your angels are pushing you forward toward this person. This is divinely orchestrated. This isn't random. This is meant to be. You make this person nervous, which isn't surprising given your energy. They're obsessed with you. They want to spoil you with gifts, with experiences, with their time and attention. They want your relationship to be permanent. They're thinking long term. Once they get you in bed, they know you'll never want to leave. They're that confident about the connection you'll share. And wow, you will meet your soulmate very soon. Look at that. What a beautiful way to end this reading. So get ready. I feel like spring and summer are going to bring huge, massive changes into your life. Everything is aligning, everything is coming together. The universe has seen your dedication, your transformation, your growth, and now it's time for you to receive your blessings. You've earned this. You've worked for this. You've suffered for this. And now finally, you're about to step into the life you were always meant to live. Stay strong, stay focused, and remember that you are far more powerful than you realize. Thank you so much for watching Mystical Tarot Talks. I'll follow up with you in the next love reading. Until then, trust the process and know that amazing things are coming your way.